wanted to show off a new feature that I'm excited about in d7x today. That is upload reports to Google Drive. It's the new Google Drive integration for our reports. To add this to any list, and I've got it added right here, you can simply right click and go to Add App Function. At the bottom, go to d7x All Functions and search for Reports. You'll find three options. Actually, all of them are relatively new. Two of them are completely new, and that's upload to FTP and upload to Google Drive. Both of them are now available to add anywhere to your custom apps list, so you don't have to do that, but you can also do that in session. So you can check that upload reports to Google Drive here at in session as well. But I've chosen to do it here. The first time you run this, it's going to ask you to sign in. I'm just going to choose an account, and you'll get this screen here. You just want to continue. Now we've reached this page that says our access is granted. That's good. Now you'll see uploading to Google Drive. It's uploading my reports. Now obviously two things are true. The first is if you are in auto mode, it will not prompt you for signing into Google if you've never signed in before. The second thing that's true is that it will not prompt you to sign in again if you've already signed in. So long as you save your config, like for example, now that I'm signed in, you can go to Config Management Portal, save your config. I'm using the Your Company Name Here config. So I can save my config to server, and that'll save my copy of the access token for Google Drive so that you won't have to authenticate that anymore. Now, like I said, also though, if you're in auto mode, it will not prompt you if it's never prompted you before. Now, if you ever need to change this or change any of the settings, you can go to Config and go to Reports, and you'll see a new tab for Google Drive integration. On the new tab, we have the Sign In with Google button, and that's where you'll click that if you need to change the account. So you already have an access token for this Google Drive account. You want to reauthorize, and I don't because I just did that for you. So now you'll notice we have some other options while we're here. We have our report storage path, and this is the path that will appear in the root of your Google Drive. By default, it's going to create a path called d7x files and then another subfolder for reports. That's because we may add more functionality in the future, so we just thought, all right, we'll just keep everything together under d7x files. Note you do not have to have that as a path and a subpath, a subfolder name. You can just have a single folder name for D7X reports if you like. Below that, we have the option to upload reports as a zip file name, and the file name is configured on the Reports tab under Zip File Name. That would be at the bottom here. That is the same thing as if you were uploading to FTP or Google Drive or Google Drive. The other option, which is the default, is the reports are uploaded unzipped. And if the reports are uploaded unzipped, then it will follow a subdirectory path. It's going to use this path plus a subdirectory path which appears right here. And I have this configured for the client name and the date. And right now, my client name, as on session, I don't have my session start prompt configured. So right now, my client name is actually the computer name, which is desktop dash blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm just going to show you what that looks like right now on Google Drive. You see we have a D7X files on my drive. Then we've got reports. Now we've got the customer name, which as I said in this case, was the computer name because I didn't have the customer name configured. And then I have our date. And now I have the reports. Right now, that's about the end of the D7X functionality, but I wanted to show you as far as the reports that are uploaded, it also uploads the logo, which is attached to the information report. You can see in our thumbnail, you can see it's HTML, but if you just click on it, you're going to get the actual text HTML. You're not going to get the actual preview. Now, if you do an open in Google Docs, this is where you're going to get the report, and you're going to be able to edit it if you need to. So you'll notice everything is exactly the way it should be, or the way that it appears in d7x, except for our logo is missing. And that's why the logo is uploaded into the reports directory. You can just simply, if you need to add that, go up to Insert Image and go to Drive. And it's going to be the only file at the very top because it was the most recent file uploaded to Drive. So there we go. Now you have your report, and you can edit it as you need to. Now, you may not need to edit your info report, but you may want to edit other reports, like your work report, for example, to remove any duplicate items or clean anything up or add any specific information that you need to before printing that off and giving it to the customer. So I hope this video has been of some help to you. Thanks for watching.